Hello everyone, Bearded Dad Gaming here and welcome back to the channel. Right, so yeah, apologies for the delay in the last couple of days. It's been a while since the last Polowa episode. Work, 6 weeks holiday with the school, children being off school. That obviously just makes it a little bit difficult to try and fit in times where I can do I can record a video for you all without screaming children running around in the background. So yeah, they're in bed, everything else is the partner's in bed. Here we are, we're sat down in a hot office. Hopefully I don't make some silly mistakes like I did last week on the barley episode where I just continued to keep saying cultivating. I actually meant harvesting. It was just so hot that day in the UK that clearly I wasn't thinking very well. But yeah, so we're back on Polowa. We've skipped on till December, but you'll probably notice we've got some new equipment. So there are a couple of comments in the last video. I think somebody mentioned getting a cultivator. So I've leased this one, but the rules are now that cannot go back. So I've got the lease to buy mod. So what will happen now is obviously when I've got £12,091. So we've got a good amount of money, but when I'm in a really good place to say, right, I'm going to buy this one, then I'll keep it. The only time that I can upgrade that cultivator now is when I've got enough money now to buy it outright. So that was kind of a rule. I think someone said, suggested in one of my other Polowa videos was like, what about if you create almost like effectively you can lease to buy the cheap stuff, but when you need the big expensive stuff, that's where you've actually got to now buy it outright, which I quite liked. I was like, yeah, do you know what, let's throw that in. So we might not have done that from the episode 1, but I thought it was really quite good for going on. We've next got a weeder. I think I might own this actually. Let me just double check. So where are we going now? So obviously just excuse some of the stuff here. So the skid steer, obviously I don't own it. That's just down at the lumberjack place. So yeah, I own the weeder. So yeah, the weeder I own. Again, I don't own that front loader. That's on the other small tractors at the shop. Again, I don't own that. That's just so that we can use some stuff at the shop, not to be used. The only stuff that I've then leased is I've got a ploughed, cultivator, seeder, and sprayer. So these now cannot go back. That's the rules. So this is a different sprayer to the one that I used in the last episode, and I'll explain why in a minute. So yeah, so that now cannot go back. If I want to buy it, I've got to buy it outright. So hopefully I don't run out of money that I can't then afford it. But yeah, so got this weeder, and then we got our wheat fields all weeded. They're in a good place. So I can't drive over them now. If I drive over it, I'll damage the crop. As you can see, it's saying that required tyres is narrowed only. So yeah, so if I was to drive over that now, and I've tried having a look to see if I could change my tractor to put on narrow tyres, and I can. So yeah, we got weeder, cultivator. Obviously, my trailer from the start, that is the sprayer, and I'll explain why once I get the tractor out in a minute. There's our IBC full of herbicide. There's the plough. Again, very little good piece of equipment. So yeah, that's everything So the weeder I own, but everything else I have is in here. I think I also own a fertilizer spreader as well. So yeah, so in the last episode, we were spraying, we were doing some contracts where we were spraying, and I got quite tired of driving back and forth with the fertilizer, the sprayer I had. So when I found this mod on the mod hub, I think it's on the mod hub, and effectively it's got a trailer hitch. So what I was able to do is attach that one and then attach the trailer so I could put the big bag of fertilizer in it. So I just effectively turned up to the job with all the equipment I needed, dropped the trailer off the side and refilled several times, which I quite like. But again, that's what I liked about this sprayer, is although it doesn't come with a trailer hitch, there is enough room to allow the tractor, the fertilizer sprayer, and then the trailer to all connect. So it works really well. So if I've got, and again, all I then do is, because I spend several hours at the gym every week, I then lift that one up into the trailer and away we go. So some of you may say that's no super strength, but no, I'm just big hench, and so I could just lift it up. I'm that strong. So yeah, so I really so we're in December. I've done some contracts, obviously, why we've got a little bit more money, which is why we've been able to buy obviously the weed, etc. I didn't want to do anything too drastic. I just wanted to do something that would give us enough money whilst we're going along. But I really want a greenhouse, because I want something effectively is going to earn us some money, not a lot, but it just give us some form of income while we're going along. Now, ultimately, this field of wheat is not planned. I'm not planning to sell it. My plan is to store it, because then when we get chickens, not sure where I'm going to put them yet, the plan will be that will feed the chickens, and they'll create us the eggs, and then we'll sell the eggs. So that's the plan for that, and then ultimately our income will come from contracts and working for other people. But obviously just be mindful with the equipment that we've got, because we haven't got massive equipment. There are contracts for like £25,000. We're not doing them. I have got to, as previously stated, I've got to be able to do the equipment. I've got to be able to do the contract with equipment I can afford to lease or I own. So yeah, so I really like to buy a greenhouse. So let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look at the greenhouse. And there's one in particular I keep looking at. Hello, there's me. There's one in particular I keep looking at, which I just think it fits in really well. And it is this one here, which is the Ranch Set Extension mod. So I really like it, and I think it would look quite smart if I can get it. I really want to kind of put it in there. Now, I know it's 7,000, but I reckon I can get that back quite quickly with some contracts. There are others that we've got. I mean, I know that, for example, this one's 3,000, which, yeah, but I don't know. I just think this kind of feels quite rustic. Again, we've got some of these, but they're 10,000s. They're too much money, and they all require manure, seed, and water to run, which they're great, and they would fit in really, really well, but it's just a little bit too much maintenance that I wasn't really kind of looking for. And again, these are quite good. The large vegetable gardens, the open gardens mod, these are quite good. But in terms of greenhouses, obviously this one's quite good as well, because obviously during the winter it goes into it says open air garden, but in the winter, as we're in now, December, the cold, the cover goes over the top, which is quite good, and they're quite cheap. But again, that one requires quite a bit. And they go massive. Like, I think if I go back to this one here, I mean, that's huge. I could just take up my whole land, literally just in greenhouses. So that, and again, these ones here, very similar. But yeah, so to try and remain, these are cool, but I use these on the barley, and they are cheaper. I use them on the barley spring series, and they are good. They probably would fit in really quite well with the aesthetic. Maybe I should go for them. And then obviously got the open garden mod, which is really quite cool, because that would fit really well. Or do I go for that and just see how that gets on for the minute? Because I mean, that's 500. I don't know. I don't really know how much that produces, and it says it needs that. I do need to put it in seed with that one as well. Okay, so I think I'm going to go for the ranch. It's 7,000. It's a lot, but I just think it fits in quite well. Am I going to regret this? Or should I go for? No, I'm going to go for it. Oh, I like it. I think it looks... It is a lot, 7,000, but I think I can earn that back. So yeah, so we're going to go for that one. I think that's going to be the right place to place it. Let's double check. And we've obviously got... We can go and get free... I believe we can go and get free water from the lake. So it's not too far of a trip to go. I think I'm going to go for about... Not enough money. Why is it not enough money? I had enough money a minute ago. Okay, let's go for there. Okay. Let's do a bit of decorating. Let's put a little path in, shall we? So let's put a little bit of a path in. Painting. What do we want? We got concrete? No. Concrete. Quite like this gravel. Dry grass, gravel. Like that, just a bit smart. And then just put this down here. Now I think I've also got, if I go to planting, I've got a little mod that allows into sort of, yeah, here we go. So like it shows in like the cut stages, so growth, no growth cut. I think that's what we want. We just want a little bit of that in there. Blend that all back in. Oh, maybe I want to go a bit more middle. Let's do middle. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that doesn't. I think that won't grow. I might be completely wrong. Get it all looking rustic around there again. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, so, and let's just get that looking, and then we could do put in a bit more. What's it like inside? Have I got to do inside? Oh yeah, let's get this all done. We don't want to be walking around in. There we go. There we go. Sorry about this, everyone. It's taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. There we go. The edge is a bit sharp, isn't it? Oh, we do like a bit of fun with this. Oh, is that a different colour? It is. Oh, what a nightmare. I've done that different stage, different colours. Tell you what, let's dapple it around, because then we get a nice mixture of the two, don't we? There we go. We like natural looks. And then we can put this one in, and we can just drop some of that in. There we go. Okay, look at that. Brand new greenhouse. We've got no water, and we need... So we've got no water in here, and we need to obviously then choose. Right, so before we then go get some water, we could do with... Well, we need to go and lease a water tank, which obviously we will buy. Right, so where are we going? Animals. And I quite like this one here. Classic barrel for water. Wheel standard. No, we don't need white tyres. Let's leave it that colour. We do just I tell you what, there's the choice of grey, 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 or grey. It says it's green. Oh, no, I think I've got a few others. Look at no, that's two. Yeah. That grey's probably best. Yeah, let's go for that. Cool. So we're going to lease that one. It's going to cost us £86, but we will buy it. That is the rules. Right, so let's go pick that one up. Let's go get some water, and then we can get some... can I get out of here now? I should be able to. Oh, some good reverse in there. Yeah, so we'll get this... Are closing? Yeah. So we're going to pick up the water tank. Yeah, so I've been playing around with ideas of where we could put sheds and chickens and stuff like that. So there's lots to decide. I think that looks nice. Good. Oh, damaging my crop. I'm gonna have to probably at some point extend the road, make it a bit wider. And this isn't even a big tractor. So yeah, so we'll go up to the we'll go to the shop, collect our water tanker, get it filled up, and then get the greenhouses with some water in it, and probably going to choose tomatoes, but we'll see what happens. Ideal. It's a nice little size actually. Again, it fits the theme of kind of what we're doing. Old rustic, but eventually hopefully own some... Oh look, you can see our house from here, all the way over there. Yeah, so old rustic, but again, like I said previously, this isn't a vintage survival. This is start from scratch. Can we make a load of money and then buy loads of fields and become a multi-millionaire? No, I don't think we'll ever become multi-millionaires, but that's the idea, is we will be effectively successful farmers in a new country after we've emigrated and left the UK because we're sick and tired of it. No, honestly, no, we won't get into those conversations. I haven't even got any indicators. I just tried to indicate. So the plan after this is to go and pick up some contracts. There's one chap in particular. I think I did a contract for him in the last mission. I did another ploughing contract for him the other day, and he's actually now giving me 10% off if I was to buy a field. I think it works out that if you do like enough contracts for somebody, they give you money off. Right, where can I get this? I don't really want to drive this into the water. Hopefully this works. I think the lake's frozen. Is it going to allow me to fill up? Oh no, it's fine. It does look. It is. I think it does look frozen there. There's some sort of weird visual glitch happening over there. Can I? No. Okay, something is happening here. So I'm just there I just want to come and see what this is. What is... I got no idea what that is. But yeah, it is almost like the lake is... like it's almost like the lake's frozen. It's quite clever, that is. But it is not. It's... I've still managed to fill up. Good. And I'm now absolutely freezing. So yeah, we've got obviously a free source of water, which is brilliant. Yeah, so like I said, we'll do some contracts after this. We'll try and find that guy that I did some contracts earlier for. See if he's got any of the similar. He did have quite a few small fields, so hopefully we'll be able to do some stuff for him. Because then when I come to buy a field, one of the fields I did was field 30? Yeah, field 30. So if I, you know, that's again quite a small field and quite close, so that'd be quite ideal. That's a good amount of water, that is. 2,000 litres. Right, let's see if we can get that turned on. And then work out which one we're going to do. Open production menu, yes. Okay, so... it holds 20,000 litres, so I could do a couple more runs and we'll get that done. So, do we want to go tomatoes? Yeah, let's do tomatoes, because I think that works out effectively. It's in the middle. Lettuce is the most expensive. And then, yeah, let's do tomatoes. So I'll explain that again. You get your most money for lettuce. It costs less to make strawberries, because your one unit of water makes 2 bits of strawberry. Again, the opposite for the lettuce, but you make more money, where this is the middle ground. So we'll just do that. We'll activate. Yeah, let's get tomatoes on the go. There we go. And they're growing outside as well. It's quite a cool little mod, this. Let me know if you want the mod for this. It took me a while to find. I saw Scroft use it on his Survival series with Beanie. BS Survival. It was like the ranch. What was it called? Just have a quick look, because I'm sure there'll be somebody who looks at this and go, I want that. Because that's what exactly I did. But I had to pause it. So it's called the Elk Mountain Ranch. Elk Ranch Set Extension. And I'll yeah, if you want the mod, let me know, and I'll send it to you. So I'm going to do a couple more runs of this, and then we're going to look at a contract. Might do this on a time lapse. This bit might look a bit silly, but yeah, we'll see you in a minute. So I'm going to make this my last one as I come in here. 8,000, I think I put 8,000 litres into it then. That's plenty really for, I think, that should be plenty to do what it needs to do. Like I say, at least we can just, it holds 20,000 litres. I'm not sure how much it uses per year. It probably tells me in the production menu, but let's get this one parked up over here. Still plenty of space for the pallets to spawn. And let's have a... Right, so a question for you. Now, let's turn that off so it's a bit quieter. This adds, in my opinion, to the farm. It makes it feel quite rustic, but that greenhouse probably would have been a lot neater and tidy up against there. So what's your decision? What's your views? Do I leave the combine and the tractor and some of that rustic stuff there? I think ultimately it probably adds to it. But yeah, it'd be interesting to know what you're thinking. The reason why I'm saying this is because you may be sat there going, oh, I got it. It would have looked so much neat and tidy if you'd have parked that, if you'd have got rid of these items here, then we could have put the greenhouse up there. Or you may say, no, actually, we really like it. I really like the fact it looks rust. Look at that. Look at them growing. Magic for our very eyes. You may say, no, actually, it adds to the immersion. I quite like small rustic little farms. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I've already decided to keep the fence from one of the earlier comments said it feels like a small holding. So yeah, so going to do that. This is pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, so we next need to... What do I need to do? Yeah, contracts. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to have a look at what contracts we can get, because now we need to make some money. Right, some cultivating. So who's the guy I've already done work for? Where is he? Him. But I'm not doing that one. That's clearly going to be field 56. Which one's field 56? Woo! That'll be a while. That'll take a while to do that one. So we're not going to do that one. Not with our little cultivator we've got. I'm pretty sure. No, it's not Matthias. There's a guy called Norby. Him. He's the one I've done it for. Okay. I think Norby had another contract here somewhere. Did he have another contract here? Did he have a ploughing contract? Harvesting? No. Wow, 25 grand. What field? What field's that? Field 6. Wow. Yeah, no, that'll take forever. What are we doing? Okay, so ploughing. So there's potentially a ploughing mission we could do. We're looking for something that's probably a good size. Shouldn't take too long. So potentially could pick up a couple here. Matthias. Where's my friend Norby? I thought he had one. Okay, well, ultimately he doesn't. So, I mean, I'm not in a huge position to buy any of his fields just now anyway. So do we do ploughing or cultivating? Ploughing or cultivating? Cultivating would probably be quicker because I think I've got a bigger cultivator on the back. So I could pick up like that one, and potentially this one here. That'd be a good 3 grand. Okay, let's do that one. So let's pick up this one. So field 34, so accept that one. Field 57, accept. And then that's 1.718 acres, the 3.2. And then we'll pick up this one for now. Okay. So let's get over to those fields. Let's take our cultivator and let's this is looking cool now, isn't it? I keep saying that, sorry. And let's get those fields done. We ultimately need to make sure that we've got enough money to buy. Let's go this way. Field 57's just through here. We need to buy. Well, we need to be ready to effectively lease a harvester, and obviously when we lease that harvester, we can't then give it back. We've got to keep it until we can buy it outright. So again, I don't want to lose money. We need a harvester, but when we get the wheat, where are we going to put? When we get the wheat and we get the grain, where are we going to put it? So obviously there are a couple of options. We can either put the grain in a silo, and there are some cheap silos I found, or could I go through his field? Oh, I can go straight through there. Sorry. Or we put the grain into pallets. I go and buy a load of pallets and then just effectively load it up and then just stick it into our garage that we've got. The only concern we've then got is, I have seen it done. You can get it out, but it's then feeding the chickens from those from that work. But yeah. So we are ready to go. So I just need to change something in the settings. We are ready to go with this one. Let's get this field going. May do like a different style of time lapse. Might not be a time lapse. It might just be sort of cinematic cuts in the background. So yeah. So actually, let's get that off. So yeah, maybe won't be a time lapse. It'll be effectively some sort of cinematic cuts. And we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to try and play around with something new, but yeah, we'll get this done. So we got that done on our last stretch, but as you know, we don't leave farmers' fields with just because we've reached 100%. That's just not the done thing. So we get this last little bit done. Hopefully that kind of made it. My plan is to make that last little clip a little bit cinematic. Got rid of the HUD. Not necessarily going really, really fast, but sort of just nice little cuts. Hopefully it looks good. Let me know if you like it, or if you wanted to stick with the standard time-lapse. Just trying to keep it varied, really, so that we haven't just got time-lapse, time-lapse, time-lapse. So that's that field done. Might as well hand that one in right now. Wrong button. Let's get that one handed in right now, so we know how much we're making. So completed 495. Okay, it's 500 quid, so that's good. So let's go to field. Let's go field 34 next. It's the closer field. 113 is miles away. So it's the so yeah, we got the. Let's have a quick look in here. So this is something that I added to the map, just to give me greater options of places to sell stuff. So yes, it's just effectively the farmers market. Not using any of it. Maybe come and bring the strawberries here though. And then obviously we've got the agricultural fair here. So we've already visited there from episode 2, I think it was. We sold all the bales. So yeah. Right then, so field 34. It's already looking bigger than I anticipated. Oh, I might be. No, I'm viewing it wrong. My office is definitely starting to warm up. Door shut. Kind of mid-summer heat wave / warm summer's night. I've just got to keep the door shut so I don't wake my kids and my partner. That would be disastrous. Okay. Oh, no, it's just this little field here. Okay. It must be withered then, if he wants me to harvest it. Withered. Yeah, okay. So not harvest it. That's me as the heat getting to me again. So if he wants me to cultivate it, it must be there. It's because it's withered. Right. Okay. Let's get going again. Not going to get in there. Here we go. But dude, this, I've said it a few times. This map is really cool. I've just noticed here there's a little dirt track here just to my right that's in between the two fields. I mean, that 33, that's a field. That's tiny. Even obviously 34 is tiny. And obviously through there you've got trees, lake. It's like a little cabin down there. I think I'm really enjoying this particular style of playthrough as well. It's almost like we're going to create almost like a survival playthrough. We have created a survival playthrough, but creating it in a map that people know, and obviously it's got life in it. So on another, I am playing on No Man's Land just myself. I'm not recording that one. That's just for me to have some fun with, etc. I've said the word etc again. And that's fun because obviously it's like starting from scratch and you get to design the fields and how you want them to be. But I really enjoy working, like almost doing like a survival starting from scratch with no money on a map that's known. But obviously field, where is it? Our land, field 26. That was initially when I came into the map, that was a grass field, but turned it into a farm and made it for for the purpose of the series. And I think it works really well, and I quite like that. I quite like trying to find like a plot of land and going, right, I could live here instead, and let's build a farm and make it our own. Hopefully that's what you're enjoying too, is actually the creativity. Oh dear, there's the tally. I should maybe get that tally going. I think someone should do it. If you're watching this and you've watched all the way through and you're really interested, go back through and work out how many times I've said and etc. So yeah, hopefully it's something that you enjoy too, and actually it's what I enjoy watching. So more I've watched other YouTubers, and let's obviously name the most famous of all, Daggerwin. I actually enjoy watching the survival creative ones more than anything, because I just kind of think, right, what are they going to do with that piece of land? And that's, yeah, you kind of think, right, how's he going to do this? What's he going to do? How's he going to make that look? Rather than just what you've already working with the farm you've already got. I enjoy the series playing Barley Spring because ultimately I'm still going to be quite creative with it, and that map allows you to be creative because you can effectively delete everything. So big shout out to the map creator for that one. I'm really sorry it's gone. The name's gone for me again. Irish, might be Irish Connor, I think it is. I might have just completely mucked that up. But yeah, I really enjoy that one because again, it allows you to be creative. You can remove all the sheds, hedges, and it is, you know, so it's a very good mod, and it's obviously British map, so it's good for that. But I really enjoy creating something from brand new and going, right, how do I want this to look? I used to get similar interests from Minecraft. So playing Minecraft years ago with friends, and we'd be like, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. That I certainly get that from playing Farming Simulator in this style of playthrough as well. Coming up on this last little bit now. Yeah, so Rizard Konopaki, thank you very much. They are going to give us a 5% grant on future discount on future purchases. Apologies if I pronounced that name wrong. I tried my hardest. Yeah, so almost finished this one, and then we've got field 113 to do. And yeah, it's been quite successful, really. We've got a new greenhouse so far, and you know, consider what we started with. Oh no, we're gonna have to come back for that bit. New greenhouse, loads of new equipment. Obviously, yes, most of it's leased. Some of it's purchased. You said at the start, we started with a we started with a handsaw trailer, and this, well, obviously not this tractor. We had to replace the other one, the Lizard, but and a tractor. Thoroughly enjoying it so far. Right, so that is that field done. Let's get that handed in, completed. So that one was the £814 one. And now we've just got 113 to do, which clearly is the biggest of the fields in terms of cost. What's the best way to get there? So we're going to go this way. Actually, it makes sense if we stay on this road. And then we'll go, yeah, we'll take a little route, and it'll take us all the way past some of the sell points, and then down to field 113. Apologies if you just heard the fan. I forgot to turn it off. I thought while I'm not speaking into the microphone, I'll turn the fan on to cool me down. And then completely forgot to turn it off. So yes, apologies if that's picked up in the audio, in my mic audio. Wow, you need someone to come and weed your field. There's some weeds in there. Yeah, so I'll just slowly go back to melting again whilst talking on the mic. Kind of converted, my partner and I, we converted the rear half of our garage into an office. So I've got no windows in here. And normally it's fine because the door's open and my PC runs quite cool anyway, but we're in summer. Yeah, the room is just, with some other activities we use this room for. My partner's sort of got like a beauty salon on here. She was in here beforehand, so it was a little bit warm with her and a client doing nails, etc. And then I've come in here, and obviously the PC's then straight on. It's just obviously got a little bit. It's a bit warm in here, but I really, really like this map, and I know I shouldn't. I've got to stop saying that, but it's just so funky. It's just got, you know, these little tracks here. They're just brilliant. So yeah, coming up here, this is I think it's another farm you can buy if you start the game on easy. You can effectively buy this farm, but there's also some sell points here as well, which is, yeah, it's quite cool. Cattle, really rustic. Which way are we going? We want to go down this one, I think. Yeah. Yeah, so really rustic, right in the middle of nowhere. Quite a cool place, but it was just it was a bit too big for what I wanted to start with, really. And I like the idea of kind of creating from scratch. I did look at some of these fields. I thought, oh, maybe I could build a farm out here, some of these fields, but I then tried to obviously factor in like transport times and all those other factors. And I like where we are. I like it. Feels nice. Down here. So I might do more of that in the future. More like creating a farm from scratch in maps that are already kind of lived in. Okay, so this is the field here. Biggest field yet. Squarest field. So it should be quite easy, but yeah. Well, let's get this one done then. And here we are, coming up onto our last row. Yeah, that took ages. It is getting dark. Obviously, I know it's December. Turn the fan off again. Completely forgot to turn the fan off. Yeah, it's getting dark. Obviously, it's December, 20 to 4. But yeah, that took a while, and I'm quite glad I didn't decide to do that one as a time lapse. Hopefully, hopefully the finished piece will be some sort of cinematic little clips here and there, etc. So yeah, so that is done. We've done it. We've done all 3 missions, contracts. I'll tell you what, let's pick this little bit up for him here, shall we? Okay, let's get that handed in. That's £1,200. There we go. So we're back up to 7,400. And let's get back to the farm. And there we are, pulling back into the farm. Look at this. How cool this looks. Greenhouse on the go. Ah, so chuffed with it. I really like that one. I'm glad we purchased it. I think it really fits in with the theme. We got any growing yet? We've got 344 litres. Wow. That's great. I guess when it's 1,000 litres, might be 500 litres when a pallet appears. Might be 500 litres, but that is brilliant. Yeah, but it's just great. It's just some form of... Oh, they're all green now, look. See if we can see them. Yeah, great visuals. So yeah, so they're growing nicely, which will hopefully just be a constant form of income for us. I left the lights on the tractor. But that is that for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will try my hardest to make sure the next episode out is as soon as possible. Please just obviously just bear with me with the summer holidays, etc. As I stated at the start of the episode. But I'm really enjoying this, and there's lots more to come. But yeah, thanks very much, everyone, and we'll see you again very soon. Cheers!